fishing. Just where we'll point that boat, nobody knows. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be feast or famine. So sit your ass back and enjoy the Big John Show. Let it go! Watch that stump over.
Alright guys, we just rolled up to this afternoon spot. We're going to walk in along the edge of the lake. The wind should be blowing everything kind of out towards the lake for the most part. We're just going to kind of slip up along the edge. We're going to kind of just listen as we're walking through the edge of the water, kind of right through the edge. We're just going to listen for oaks dropping because there's really not a whole lot of them this year dropping. At least I haven't been able to come across any white oaks, which is what they really like. But it looks like they're hitting the oaks pretty hard still. It's just you got to find the ones that are dropping and dropping pretty heavy right now. But we're just going to walk along the edge, just kind of see if we can hear any oaks dropping, and we'll probably slip in up by it maybe. Or we'll just kind of head down towards where this field kind of pinches down some woods close to the lake, and it kind of creates a, not really a funnel, but just like a pinch point. I guess you could say a funnel. It just narrows down the movement and maybe brings them a little bit closer to us if they're just moving through, if we don't happen to come across any real good oaks or anything. But that's the plan. We're just going to walk the lake edge and just kind of get set up and scout our way in. So we'll have a little bit of walking footage, walking the lake edge, listening for acorns. But that's the plan. So we're going to get out here. We're going to grab all our stuff and get out here for y'all. Alright guys, we just got set up. We slept in here on some oaks. There's quite a few oaks. There's a few to this side of me. There's one right up there, and then there's a few to this side of me. And then there's just a couple by the lake edge where we came in, but everything's got to kind of move by us to get to those. So what we're going to do, we're just going to sit tight here, knowing that there's quite a bit of acorns around with these few that are dropping. And we're going to sit tight, and hopefully something comes through to munch these acorns. I didn't want to get too deep because I know bucks like to move this place, and I just kind of want to come in and pop a doe. But if a buck comes and eats off these oaks, we'll just as likely pop it. But we're going to sit here and watch. There's quite a bit of thick stuff around us, so just about everything has to get in relatively close except for to this side of us. We can actually see a good little way, which we'll show you in a second. We could probably see 60 yards that way, but only about 35 this way before it starts to get too thick. And we can see down that way just a little bit, but just right here in front of us, about 10-15 yards, is too thick to see through. So we're kind of hoping that they come from over in there, down in here, and cross this creek, or that they come from over there in that big, where we can see a long ways, and come down and cross the creek. But if they come from this side, we got a tree right here that I can hide behind pretty well until they get to that 10 to 8 yards, whatever it's going to be if they come from that way. But they're going to be cutting it close. We got a ditch right behind us with this creek going through it. So our thermal should drop and continue onto the lake once the winds die down and the thermals start to take over. But our wind is actually doing pretty good, and it's heading back to the lake, off kind of back that way. So we're going to sit here, sit tight, hopefully something comes through, and we'll get to stick it for you. So we'll see y'all when we get when something rolls through, or we'll do a little bit of a pan shot to show y'all the spot here real quick. And then we'll show y'all when something comes through. Alright guys, this is the first interview of this morning. We kind of came a little bit further back into the spot we were in the other night, yesterday evening. But, we're going to make this a two-part video because we didn't see anything yesterday. And didn't get a whole lot of footage of anything. But the plan is to be a little bit further back and hopefully catch something, because I don't know if they're moving in the front half or the back half of this. So, we decided to slip into the back half. We slipped along the lake again and came all the way in. The wind's blowing right back at the lake. We're about 60 yards off the lake. I can see the water over there. But we're gonna sit here, sit tight. It's just now 7:45. I waited a little bit to do the interview because I could hear some stuff moving around. For the most part, it was squirrels. But some stuff didn't sound quite like a squirrel, so I wanted to sit tight and sit quiet just in case. But now we're just gonna go back to sitting quiet. We'll show y'all the setup, and we're gonna see if anything passes through. Alright guys, it's a little past 9, I'm pretty sure. But we're gonna go ahead and slip on out of here. It was a dead morning, nothing really moved. But we're gonna still hunt our way back out of here. Gonna slip by a few oaks that are a little bit bigger that I hope are dropping. But there's not much for oaks dropping in here. And hopefully we kind of see something on the way back and we can catch some footage of it for y'all. There's a squirrel I was hearing. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna pack everything up. If y'all see anything else, it'll probably be on the GoPro, because it'll just make it easier walking out. And if I do come up on something, I'll be able to get a shot off and not be trying to set everything down and get a camera set up. If I do get a shot, it'll probably be a pretty quick shot, because it's where we walk the trail to get in and out of here when we don't walk the lake edge. But that closes up this hunt. We're gonna slip on out of here and still hunt our way back.